What's up YouTube? My name is Tavian and welcome to the Geek Pod. Now for this video here, I wanted to talk about the top 10 games I have in my back catalog that I want to play at some point next year with this one coming to an end. Now these games are ones that I might have had for a while now that I haven't got to, or even some new releases. Now, I think one of them at least came out this year. Now, without further ado, let's hop into it. Kicking off this list, I have the first game of the Paper Mario series from the Nintendo 64 era of gaming. Paper Mario is an RPG that puts an interesting spin on the traditional Mario formula, with better layered story elements and a turn-based battle system. My first Paper Mario experience was on the GameCube with Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Now, I have recently finished the new title on the Switch, The Origami King, and after enjoying those, I kinda want to check to see where the series got its start. Moving on to the next entry on the list, we have Nioh, a supernatural action role-playing game set in Japan in the 1600s. You take control of an Irish samurai named William, who is tasked with defeating some supernatural beings called yokai, who have begun wreaking havoc on the land, as well as human enemies that are also helping drive the conflict, and throwing the land into even further chaos. If you're anything like me, then we know samurai are fascinating in almost any form of media that they're used in. Following up Nioh, we have The Last of Us Part 2, the sequel to the amazing post-apocalyptic story of Joel and Ellie that was The Last of Us. Now, this is set 5 years after the end of the first game. I know I'm very late to the party with this still being on my backlog list, but I will make my rounds to this great game that has an even stronger narrative than the first. I do know that primarily you take control of Ellie, who is looking for revenge after tragedy strikes, and Abby, a soldier who gets involved in a conflict with the cult. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what else is in store as I fight through hordes of infected and militia when I finally take a crack at it. Next up on my list is the 3D platformer Super Mario Galaxy. Now, I've heard countless times from many people, and even my own wife, that this is one of, if not the best, 3D Mario games pre-Mario Odyssey on the Switch. Now, I have played so many Mario titles over the years, with the most recent being Mario Odyssey itself, but both of the Galaxy games have always seemed to slip past me somehow. So now with the new Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection out on Switch, I can give it its honest play with the classic Mario 64 and Sunshine. Swinging in next is SpiderMan Web of Shadows. Now, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. He is my absolute favorite superhero, and to me this is one of the rarer Spider-Man titles. Now, for our story, Venom and a horde of symbiotes, along with other villains, are taking over New York City. And of course, it's up to our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to try and save the city, as per usual. But there's also a battle raging inside our web slinger himself. Now, due to an early fight with Venom in the game, our hero is infected with a symbiote once again, and it's up to the player to either embrace the symbiote or fight as a true hero. And the choices you make during the story determine how the game ends. Is the puzzle platforming adventure of Psychonauts. Now, you take control of the main character, Raz, a young kid with psychic abilities. Now, his dream is to become a Psychonaut, which is basically a spy with psychic abilities. Now, the game itself takes place at a summer camp for Psychonauts in training. After discovering a sinister plot, Raz takes it upon himself to save the day. Now, with his psychic abilities, he's able to jump into the minds of various characters at the camp. Now, to help them try to overcome past traumas and fears so you can gain new psychic abilities, and so they can aid you in progressing further in the game. The next title on this list is Kingdom Hearts 3, the newest story addition to the series. Kingdom Hearts is a game series that incorporates Disney characters, Final Fantasy, and brand new characters for adventures to help save worlds created by Disney and Pixar, such as Toy Story and The Lion King as example. Now, this game was anticipated for a long time after the initial sequel. Now, it stars our main protagonist and Keyblade wielder, Sora, who is also aided by Donald Duck and Goofy as they search for 7 Guardians of Light so they can try to stop the antagonist, Xehanort, from starting a second Keyblade war and taking over. Moving along to my final 3 games. First up, we have Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, my wife recently finished this game, and after seeing her play a little bit and hearing her telling me about some of it, I need to play this one soon. Horizon's protagonist is a female known as Aloy, who is a hunter in a world overrun by mechanical creatures. Now, they made sure she was equipped to deal with the enemy at hand. Aloy uses an assortment of different battle tactics to dispatch the enemy, including ranged weapons, spears, and even stealth tactics also. Now, Horizon also offers a very large and vibrant open world that is chock full of different side quests that you can enjoy even after finishing the main game. Next up is Hollow Knight, a Metroidvania 2D side-scrolling action-adventure game where you take control of a nameless knight as he travels through the plague-ridden kingdom known as Hallownest that was inhabited by different insects. Now, as the knight, you must traverse through the kingdom of Hallownest, and as you move through the semi-large map this game offers, you have to defeat bosses and unlock new skills and abilities to help you progress and uncover all the mysteries that the kingdom has to offer. And now, capping off this list here is the visually stunning Ghost of Tsushima, developed by Sucker Punch Productions. Now, this is another open world action-adventure title where you're in the role of a samurai, Jin Sakai, on a quest to protect Tsushima Island from the first Mongol invasion of Japan. Now, you traverse the world on horseback, and you're equipped with a grappling hook to get to hard-to-reach areas also. Now, this world was made for exploring, and the developers encourage it by allowing players to venture to any point on the map right from the beginning of your journey. Now, I'm looking forward to diving into the world that is Tsushima Island. Alright, and that's our list. Now, if you have any games that you want to share with me that are in your backlog, please put them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and catch you later. Peace.